We're going to talk about Shift Technologies today, ticker symbol SFT, and why I think it's going to be the next 10x stock. Um, let's first take a look at Q3 earnings. Um, so for Q3, they announced a record 60 million in revenue for the third quarter 2020. However, the stock price actually went down after this, and the reason why is because they actually had negative earnings. They had spent a lot on marketing and advertising for that quarter, um, and that is why the stock price kind of went down. Um, but in the last about a week, it's actually gone up 20%, trading at $10 now. And the earnings call for Q4 is coming up. They haven't announced a date yet, but it's going to be sometime in what we're thinking is, either this month or in March. Let's read back into the third quarter. So our third quarter and year-to-date results demonstrate that there was a clear demand for our offerings, and consumers are embracing Shift more than ever before. We now expect Q4 revenue to be another record in the range of 72 million to 75 million, representing 163 to 174 year-over-year growth, the strong revenue growth in company's recent history, the strongest revenue growth in the company's recent history. Um, so it looks like they're growing at a really good rate right now. This is a really high growth stock, and I think that's partially due to the investment that they made into advertising and marketing. So we'll see what their Q4 earnings look like. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be an improvement from last quarter. Something to note is also that they've expanded their territory. So they moved into Seattle. They already control a lot of the online car sales, used car sales within California, and now they've also expanded to Texas. Um, Something interesting about Shift is that they actually announced a strategic partnership with Lithia Motors, which is actually the third largest used car dealership in the nation. And what's significant about this is that they're actually working together, they're sharing data. Um, you know, Lithia actually has a $54 million stake within Shift, which was actually filed. I think there was a SEC filing, February 12th. But that I think that was an old filing. It may have just been updated. But there is a stake here from Lithia Motors. Um, the partnership allows both companies to share and scale technology, data and inventory, business relationships, and physical network to capture more than over 40 million used vehicles sold in the United States annually, combining the second largest owned online inventory and data on over 12 million vehicles transactions uh, with a world-class engineering and design team furthers our seamless omni-channel retail experience. So they are working together, and Lithia is a significant partner for Shift, and I think um, as they grow as a company, Lithia will probably be more important in their growth. Um, so there's actually been some good DD on this stock. There's a post here on Small Street Bets written by X Bean, kind of showing the comparisons between the competitors here. And we see that, Shift actually has a really good customer experience compared to Vroom and Carvana. Um, 5 out of 7 analysts consider this a strong buy with a 15.5 average price target. So that represents about a 55% move up from where it's currently at. Um, Insiders have been buying more stock on the open market on top of their company options. Um, let's see. constant upward momentum on these websites, on website visits, while their competitors fluctuate. So we see there's steady growth on shift.com, while Vroom actually has gone down slightly and kind of wavered a little bit. Sentiment is building and charts are very promising. Ameritrade Network just dropped a price piece discussing a conservative estimation of the stock going to $80 in the medium term. If you haven't watched that video, just look up. I'll actually leave the link down below, and you can go ahead and take a look at that video. Um, but yeah, there was an analyst predicting that this stock would go to $80 in the medium term. So yeah, I think this stock is very promising to 10x in the near future. The market cap is less than 1 billion right now, and Vroom is 5 times that, and um, Carvana is multiples of that. So the market is huge. It's $840 billion, and these three companies combined represent only 1% of that market at this time. So that's it for this video. If you feel like you learned something or you gained something from this, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.